Is it both?
I think.
Oh, that looks better.
Yeah.
What's the red bar say there? On the left.
Is it working?
No, it says you're now live.
Oh.
I just got a notification from the page.
Okay, we might be.
Was someone watching?
Might be working. Can anybody? Yeah, Joy. Can you see us? It's good to see. Well, I'm assuming we're live, I'm not sure.
Hang on, I might better check.
Yeah. If there's anybody watching, if you could write a comment, say if you can see us or hear us, that'd be great. And then we can get started. Trevor's just going to have a look, see if he can see us on the phone.
Oh, I got a message from you about streaming a class on another page.
Ah, okay, brilliant. Sarah says, can see you here in Plymouth. Excellent. Right, that means we're probably working. Right, in that case, I will make a start. Right, Never done Facebook Live before, so please bear with us. We'll figure out how to do this. I'm Kat and this is Trevor.
Hello.
We're based in the southwest of England and we normally teach Falun Dafa classes in Plymouth. And you might have seen us before at events and things around Cornwall and Devon. We do it personally, we practice. This is not our job, this is just something we do ourselves and we like to share it with other people so that they can learn as well. And so we thought now with everybody being stuck at home, normally we would be, at this time, we would be in the library in Plymouth doing our exercises, so we're doing it from our living room instead today. I'm going to try and share it with you so that you can have a go as well. So Falun Gong, Falun Dafa, if you don't know what it is, it's a self-cultivation practice. It's described as self-cultivation practice, so it's for mind and body. So we do the physical exercises and we also try and improve our moral character, our spiritual character through following the three principles, which are truthfulness, compassion and tolerance or forbearance. You can learn more about the spiritual side, if you like, from the website, which is falundafa.org. And there's a couple of books that are recommended for beginners. There's this one which is called Falun Gong, China Falun Gong. And it's just a really short book, so you can read it pretty quickly. In the front, there's some teachings from Master Li, who is the founder of Falun Gong. And then in the back, there is descriptions, light shining on the page really well, descriptions of all the exercises and pictures. So that's a really good one for beginners. And then the main one that we read, which is based on a series of lectures that Master Li gave in China during the 1990s, is called Falun, and it's available in so many different languages now, originally published in Chinese but then translated into all sorts of different languages. Again, go on falundafa.org and you can probably find it in whatever language you like. This is the ones that I mostly read. There's various translations. This is the two most recent ones. This one is based on it's probably slightly more Chinese, more direct translation from the Chinese. So that one is a very good translation. It's like the latest version of that. And then very recently they did a completely new translation, this is the 2019 version. It's just come out in actual book form. And This one is much more conversational style translation, and it's been slightly westernized, so it might be easier to connect with being a non-Chinese person. So this one is also, I would recommend that one as well for beginner. It's really, really nice translation. And you can get all of these books as PDFs or Word documents on the website. So don't have to buy anything, or everything's completely free. And also there's exercise videos on the website. So we're going to show you today how we do the exercises. We're going to try our best to follow the correct way of doing them, which Master Lee has taught through the videos. But so please go to their website and read the books and look at the videos and follow that. Don't rely on us to be completely right. To make sure you're completely correct, go and watch Master Lee do them. And before we get going as well, if you do have any health problems or mobility problems, anything that could restrict your movement, just do the best you can. Take it easy. Don't strain yourself or do anything that feels uncomfortable. So you know what is best for your body. So don't overdo it. So there are 5 exercises, and they're all described in the book what they do. So I won't go through that. You can read about that yourself later. But basically, there's a stretching exercise, a standing meditation, a cleansing exercise where we move the hands up and down, a circulation exercise where we go around the body, and then a sitting meditation. So what we will do today, and what we would normally do it if new people come along to our class, is we'll demonstrate the movements, talk through the movements, then we'll put the music on and do the exercises with the music, so you can join in at home and have a go. And then next week, if this all works well, we'll try and do it again next week, but with less talking. So we'll just kind of put the music on and do the exercises together. So we'll start with
hand positions.
Hand position. good point. So there are 3 main hand positions that are used in all the exercises. And also I should say that the movements are different for men and women. So normally women would start on the right side and men start on the left side. So I will say when we start each exercise as a reminder. And depending on what the camera's doing, you may be able to, if you're a man, you'll be able to mirror me. If you're a woman, you can mirror Trevor, but I'm not sure if the camera's flipped us or if it looks okay on your screen. But this is my right hand. So we start with J-in as the first position. This is conjoining the hands. So for women, you have your right hand. It's going to go on the top of your left hand. And we're going to put the ends of our thumbs together to form a little oval. And then that rests just below the belly button. So the energy center in the body is here, just below the belly button. That's called the dantian. And so Ji-yin goes around about that area there. And we keep the elbows forwards. So don't let them drop back next to your body. You want to keep them forwards. You can gently touch your body with your hands. So that's Ji-yin. Then we have He Shi, which is putting the hands together. And for this one, you want to make sure that your arms are parallel with the floor. You put your hands together, but leave a little bit of space between the palms, so it's not completely flat, pushed flat together. You've got a little bit of a gap, but otherwise it's like the edges of the hands and the fingers that are touching. Oh, Joy, if you can't see us, go onto our page, and you should find under the videos there will be somewhere it will say Falun Gong Southwest is live, and you should be able to click on that video and then it should come up, hopefully. Excuse me a minute. Okay, excellent. Right, hopefully Joy can find us. So this is He Shi. Then we have the final position is called Jie Ku Jiu, and that's overlapping the hands. So we're going to have, for women, your right hand on the inside, left hand on the inside.
Left hand on the outside.
Sorry, left hand on the outside. And you're going to have a small gap between the palms. You want to make sure that the palms are overlapping, not the fingers. So make sure it's the palms overlapping, and you'll have maybe a couple of centimetres between the hands, and then a slightly larger gap between your inside hand and your body. And again, it is over that energy centre there, the dantian area.
So for men, it's reversed. Left hand on the inside. If you're male, right hand on the outside.
Yeah. And we often finish a lot of the exercises with that, so we'll just hold it in that position. Now, the way you stand when we're doing the exercises, you should be very relaxed. So you relax the knees a little bit, relax the hips, relax the shoulders. So you want your body to be totally relaxed, so all the energy can just flow through your body. You don't want your teeth to be clenched together. Keep your teeth slightly apart, and take the tip of your tongue and put it on the top of your mouth, on the hard palate on the top of your mouth. And so that connects the circuit inside your mouth. And normally we'd have our eyes shut. I'll keep them open now so you can see what we're doing.
Feet shoulder width apart.
Oh yes, feet shoulder width apart, so comfortably underneath your hips. They don't have to be necessarily toes pointing forward, so whatever's comfortable to you. And I'll read that in a minute actually, because it's got the little description in the book. So we also, one more thing I forgot to mention is the hands, they have are in a position called the lotus palm. So the fingers are slightly relaxed, slightly pointing inward, but the middle finger in particular is pointing inwards. So yeah, hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. It should be slightly coming inwards towards the palms. So the hands are very soft and gentle. So we'll start with number one.
Yeah, just show the movements and I'll put the music
which
on.
is called Buddha Showing 1,000 Hands. And you'll see why in a minute, because it's lots of pointing your hands all around your body. This one actually is a stretch. It's the only exercise that has any tension in it. So I'll explain that as well in a minute. So if we start with shoulder width apart with your feet, relax your knees, relax your hips, shoulders, teeth apart, tongue on the roof of your mouth, put the hands into G, and so we have the right hand on the top for women, left hand on the top for men. And we're going to lift the hands up. When they get level with your head, turn them over. I'm just going to step back so you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to push up with the hands and down with the feet, so you're putting a stretch right for your body. And then immediately relax and turn the hands in to face the body, bring them all the way down. When you get to in front of your legs, turn the backs of the hands, bring the hands up to Hersha position. We're going to separate the hands, so imagine there's a ball between your hands. Now for women, your right hand's going to go on the top. For men, your left hand's going to go on the top. And you're going to then stretch that top hand out to about level with your ear, and the other arm kind of stretches across. And again, you're going to push up with the head and down with the feet, stretch, and then relax, and come back to the Hersha. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So this time we're going to put left on the top for women, right for men. Stretch out, stretch across, up and down, relax, back to Hersha. Now we're going to put both hands out to the side, so separate the hands, face them downwards, level with your shoulders, stretch out, up and down, and in. And then we're going to put them in front of the body, so they're coming in front of the legs about 45 degrees, and stretch up and down again. Hersha. And then we're going to go to the side, same sort of thing, 45 degrees, make like an A shape, stretch, and back to Hersha.
I'll turn sideways.
Yeah, so now we're going to go behind the body, and when you get behind, you bend the wrists upward as if you are carrying something on your back, and then back do her share. And then we're going to push the hands out to the front, like you're pushing something over. Push up and down to her share. And then we're going to do overlap the hands. So Jieku Jofu, right hand on the inside for women, left for men. And then we would hold that for it's a minute or so, I think, on the recording. And then we would go back to J-in and start again. So we would repeat that set of movements 3 times. So we'll pop the music on and we'll go through that. So just
do it all the way through.
Yeah, we'll just do three repeats, and then I'll explain the next exercise. So hopefully, just turn on the speaker. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the music. You can get the music as well from the website, falundafa.org, so you can download the MP3 files, or contact us and I can send them to you. Hopefully you can do that. Oh, actually, could you just pause it a minute? So before we start, I just wanted to read as a reminder, this is from Falun Gong. So at the beginning of each exercise, Master Lee speaks a little bit, and what he's actually saying is this preparation paragraph, and then he does a short poem, and that's all detailed in the book. So I'll just read through the preparation bit. It's the same for each of the standing exercises. So stand naturally with feet shoulder width apart, bend both knees slightly, keep the knees and hips relaxed, relax the whole body but don't become too loose. Tuck the lower jaw in slightly, touch the tip of the tongue to the hard palate, leaving a space between the upper and lower teeth, and close the lips. Gently close the eyes, maintain a serene expression on the face. So that's the preparation. So that's what you're going to hear, but in Chinese.
第一套功法，佛展千手，身神合一，动静随机，顶天逐尊，千手合力。预备式，两脚与天同宽，自然站立，全身放松，松而不懈。 洗胯两处呈滑溜状态，下颚微收，两眼微闭，舌顶上颚，牙齿微微闭缝，嘴唇闭上，结印，弥勒伸腰，抻，如来灌顶，双手合十。 握球拧掌，掌指乾坤，抻，放松，双手合十。握球拧掌，掌指乾坤，抻，放松，双手合十。金猴分身，抻。 放松，双手合十，双龙下海，抻，放松，双手合十，菩萨福莲，抻，放松，双手合十。 罗汉飞山，抻，放松，双手合十。金刚排山，抻，放松，双手合十。叠扣小虎。 结印，弥勒伸腰，嗔，如来灌顶，双手合十，握球凝掌，掌指乾坤，嗔，放松，双手合十，握球凝掌，掌指乾坤，嗔，放松，双手合十，金猴分身，嗔，放松，双手合十，双龙下海，嗔，放松，双手合十，菩萨福莲，嗔，放松，双手合十，罗汉背山，嗔，放松，双手合十，金刚排山，嗔，放松，双手合十，叠扣小虎，结印，弥勒伸腰，嗔，如来灌顶，双手合十，握球凝掌，掌指乾坤，嗔，放松，双手合十，握球凝掌，掌指乾坤，嗔，放松，双手合十，金猴分身，嗔，放松，双手合十，双龙下海，嗔，放松，双手合十，菩萨福莲，嗔，放松，双手合十，罗汉背山，嗔，放松，双手合十，金刚排山，嗔，放松，双手合十，叠扣小虎， 结印。
That's still on. So that's the first exercise. Now we're going to do the second exercise, which is a standing meditation. And yes, Falun standing stance. And that's because we're going to do wheel holding positions. So we start from Jie Yin again, and then we lift the hands up to in front of the eyebrows. So we make, it's like you're holding a big circle, a big wheel. And we're going to then hold that. And the music we have for today's practice is only 13 minutes long. So each of these will be about 3 minutes. So it should be achievable for if you're just having a go today. And then we're going to move the hands down in front of the body. Don't actually touch your body. Keep your hands away from your legs and keep those elbows forwards. Don't be tempted to drop the elbows back. Keep it all nice and open under the arms. And we're going to hold that one then again for 3 minutes. And then we're going to lift the hands up above the head, making a nice big circle over the head. And again, that would be for 3 minutes. And then we'll move the hands down to level with the ears. And so it's like you're holding the wheel in front of your face. And that's the last position. We'll hold that for about 3 minutes. And then finally we'll do Jie Kujou, so we're getting that overlapping the hands. So very simple exercise, this one, but can be quite challenging, particularly the longer you hold each position. For this one, you want to try not to have any thoughts in your mind, so just try and have a really calm mind. I know it's not easy. Try not to wander off and daydream about things or think about your problems or anything like that. Just be focused on what you're doing right now. You can listen to the music, that can help give you some focus. Try and stay relaxed, so you don't want any tension in your shoulders. Stay nice and relaxed. Just relax into it, hold the position. We don't have any special breathing either in Falun Dafa, which I didn't mention, so just breathe naturally. If at any time you do want to stop, like if you really feel like you don't want to hold it anymore, you can either stop, or the best thing to do is to move on to the next position. So we're going to go in front of the eyebrows, down, up, ears. So if you can't quite manage the 3 minutes, no problem, move on down, and then you can either wait until the next change or again move up above the head and move to the ears, so you just finish a little bit sooner. So any way you do it is fine. And we'll try that one.
第二套功法，法轮方法，生慧增力，容心清体，寺庙四物，法轮出体，双手结印，两手慢慢抬起，头前抱轮，食指相对，两臂抱圆，两掌与眉同齐。 慢慢放下，腹前抱轮，掌心向上，食指相对，两臂抱圆。两臂慢慢抬起，头顶抱轮，掌心对向头顶，食指相对，两臂抱圆。 两侧抱轮，掌心对向两耳，全身放松。叠扣小鼓。双手结印。第三。
There we go, that's the second exercise. Hope you enjoyed that one. That felt really good for me. I'm really hot now. So obviously lots of energy. What we'll do maybe in a couple of weeks is we can try the longer music, because normally you would do that one for half an hour. We won't do it for half an hour straight away, but
we'll build up to
we can build up to
yeah.
So maybe in a couple of weeks we'll just put on the half an hour music and you can try that. For now we'll go on to exercise 3, which is coursing between the 2 poles. So this is just gentle up and down movements with the hands. So you're kind of connecting with the energy of the universe with this one. There's a much better description of it in Falun Gong, so read that. This one is not stretching, so you just stay completely relaxed throughout all of it. It's just gentle gliding motions. This one is going to be the opposite for men and women again. So women are going to start with the right hand, men are going to start with their left hand. And so we start from Jie Yin again, then we go to He She. And we're going to go right hand up for women, left hand up for men. The other hand goes down. You want to keep the hands always facing towards your body and not touching your body, but about 4 inches to 10 centimeters away from your body. So fairly close, but not touching. And when I get, I'm just going to step back a little bit so you can see. My hand is facing in towards me, so don't let it face forwards. Keep it facing in, and then turn it in so as you swap them over. So they go on either side of your body. Don't let them cross that middle line of your body. They need to stay in their own little tracks going up and down. And this is just placing the hands up and down, not stretching. So the knees are slightly bent, hips are relaxed, shoulders relaxed. So you're kind of keeping the arms straight, but not rigid, still kind of relaxed. We do 9 times on each side.
I haven't been counting.
I haven't been counting.
Let's just say this is 9 then.
So when we get to the 9th one, we're going to leave that first hand up, so it'll be the right hand up for women, left for men. Bring the other one up. So we've got 2 together, and then we're going to do 2 hands down and up at the same time. So it's exactly the same. Keep the hands in front of the legs as well, so don't let them kind of go sideways or anything. Keep them in front of the legs and all the way up. And don't flare them out too much at the top either. They should stay roughly in line with the body, is my understanding. And we do
9 of these.
9 up and down. And then we have one more movement to do, which is the slightly tricky bit, and it's turning the Falun. So we're going to imagine that there's a small circle here in front of that dantian area, and it's only about the width of the body, so you're not going to go outside of the body, you're going to stay within your width of your body. So you would bring your hands down. Then for women you're going to have your right hand on the inside, for men the left is on the inside, and we're going to turn it clockwise, so it's going to go towards the left, and you're going to keep the hands, so you're kind of like tracing a circle around with each hand, and you do 4 of those, and you don't cross them over, so they stay moving in their own. I'll just turn this on.
So the hand that's on the inside stays on the
Stays on the
inside.
inside, so don't cross them over. And you're just going to do 4 little turns within the area of your body, and then on the 4th one we're going to come to Jie Yin. So that's the only tricky bit. It's a little bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy sometimes, that one. So you just need to imagine you're taking your fingers around the outside of a little circle and you're tracing the circle, and then we do 4 of those and go to Jie Yin. And you always go towards the left, so it'll be clockwise as if you were looking at yourself.
The outside hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are going.
Yeah, both of them are going clockwise, but the outside hand goes towards the left.
No, the inside for women. Inside hand for women, outside hand for women. This is why it's so confusing. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll try that again later. Right, so we'll put that on. This is another one where we repeat it 3 times in total. So we're going to do single hands, double hands, turn the Falun, Jie Yin, and then back to He She. We're going to do the same thing again, 3 times total.
There's cues in the music, so you don't need to count. If you've got the music, you don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
Yes.
So you hear the voice cues, and then you know it's time for the double-handed movements. And then if you keep pace with the music, you'll finish at the right time and turn the Falun.
Yeah. So the music helps you to, and the Chinese helps you to stay in time with everyone else. Especially if you are exercising together with lots of people, then you want to be trying all do it at roughly the same time, so music helps with that.
Okay.
This one is not too long, it's only about nine minutes, I think, so this is the shortest one.
道功法，贯通两仪法，净化本体，法开顶底，心慈力猛，通天彻地。结印，单手空贯，合十，空贯。
Right hand for women, left for men.
空贯，
Sort of move up.
空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯。 空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯。 另一只手跟上，
Hand stays up.
同时冲贯，贯，呼，贯，呼，贯，呼。 贯，呼，贯，呼，贯，呼，贯，呼。 贯，呼，贯，呼，双手下来，顺时针推动法轮4次，双手结印。 单手空贯，合十，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯。 空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯，空贯。 空贯，空贯，空贯，另一只手跟上，同时冲贯，贯，呼，贯，呼。 贯，呼， 呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，双手下来，顺时针推动法轮4次。双手结印，单手冲冠，合十，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，冲冠，另一只手跟上，同时冲冠，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，换，呼，双手下来，顺时针推动法轮4次。双手结印。第4。
There we go, that's exercise 3. Now, the last of the standing exercises, exercise 4, which is the Falun cosmic orbit. So this is circulation. Not going to quite be able to see my feet, but hopefully I can describe what we do. So this one is going to be tracing the hands around the body in a circulation. We start from Jayin again. And we go to her shirt, and then we're going to turn the hands they're facing down, separate them, and go down the inside of the legs. And then you're going to trace around the front of your feet.
I'll turn around.
And then you're going to come up the back of the legs. And your hands are about 4 inches, 10 centimetres away from the body, so not touching, but fairly close. When they get under your armpits and you can't bring them any higher, then make hollow fists, so just pinch your fingers together, bring it under the arms, and you're going to then put your hands over your shoulders, Doesn't matter which way you cross your arms, whatever is comfortable. And then open up your hands. You're going to bring the hands down the outside of the arms, so then the palms are facing each other. And imagine there's a ball between your palms. You're going to flip your hands over so that the other hand is now on the outside. So you kind of rotate them around that ball. And they're going to go up the inside of the arms and over the head, so they're crossed behind your head. And you're going to uncross them and bring them over the top of the head and back down. So that's one circuit, and we're going to do 9 of those. So I'll just do one more. So down, round the feet, up the back of the legs, up under the arms, hollow fist, over the shoulders, open, down the backs of the arms, turn the hands around the ball, and then along the inside of the arms, over the head, cross the hands, uncross them, over the top of the head. So that's the circulation. We're going to do 9 of those, and then on the last one, we just do overlapping the hands.
Repeat the whole thing 3 times.
And then repeat the whole thing 3 times. So it's another one that we do 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's have a go at that. And then that will be all for the standing exercises.
Yes.
道功法，法轮周天法，拳法致虚，心清似玉，返本归真，悠悠似水。双手结印，合十，两手随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，迎掌，过头，随机下走。绕脚一周，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，两手离身体不超过10公分，随机而行。随机下走，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，拧掌，在两臂的阴面推过头，随机下走，从体后上来，转空拳。拧掌，过头，随机下走，从体后上来，动作要缓慢圆，随机下走。从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头。随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，双手下来，叠扣小虎。 双手结印，合十，两手随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，两手离身体不超过10公分，随机而行。随机下走，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，拧掌，在两臂的阴面推过头，随机下走，从体后上来，转空拳，拧掌，过头，随机下走，从体后上来，动作要缓慢圆，随机下走，从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，双手下来，叠扣小腹。双手结印，合十，两手随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，拧掌，过头，随机下走，两手离身体不超过10公分，随机而行。 随机下走，从体后上来，双掌把能量带入两臂，名掌在两臂的阴面推过头，随机下走，从体后上来，转空拳，名掌过头，随机下走，从体后上来，动作要缓慢圆。随机下走，从体后上来，转空拳，能量带入两臂，名掌过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，名掌过头，随机下走，绕脚一周，从体后上来，能量带入两臂，名掌过头，双手下来，别扣小腹。双手结印，
That's really good.
There we go. Hello, Kathy. So that's well done if you got that far. I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit because we're now going to sit on the floor. So you get to have a little rest now. Sit on the floor. Hopefully, yeah. Let's see, yeah. So that's all the standing exercises, and then there is the sitting meditation. Now,
Where are you going to sit?
I don't know where you're going to.
Right around the corner.
Enough room in the corner of our living room.
If you can't sit on the floor cross-legged, you can do this sitting on a cushion, sitting on a meditation stool or a chair, and then
Yeah.
you just do the arm movements.
I think it's if you were sitting on a chair, you would want to, I don't know if you can see here, put your feet flat onto the ground, so you'd have your legs together and your feet flat on the ground. If you're going to do the meditation sitting on a chair. If you can sit on the floor, the idea is to get into the double lotus leg crossing, that's what you want to aim towards. If you can't do double, you can do single, which would be to just put one leg up on top of the other, but actually that's quite hard in itself to get
To have it
just
flat.
one, to get it flat, because the idea is you want to have it so that the two legs are on top of each other. But that's actually quite difficult if
That would
you don't have any
be
flexibility.
the right leg on top for women and the left leg on top for men. And if you're going into full lotus, that's the leg that would go up.
Yes, so we're going to, for women, you're going to put their right leg on the top, and then you lift your left leg over the top of that. So that's your position for meditation. Work, if you can't do that, just work towards it slowly. You should find that over time it will loosen up and you can get into that position. Certainly took you quite a long time, didn't it?
About a year,
About a year.
actually, of regular practice. But I got there. I got
at
there.
least once a week. So
Yeah.
just work towards it gently, and you will achieve it. It's not impossible, unless of course you have something that means you can't sit like that. So hand positions, yes. The meditation is divided into two sections. So the first section, we're holding the hands in various positions, and then the second half we just sit in the tranquil position with our hands in J-in. So we've got just a very short meditation music that we can try today, and again we can build it up so we have a bit longer. We'll work towards doing half an hour, which is quite a good achievement, and then the music on the website is for 1 hour, and so if you can manage to meditate for 1 hour, then that's
pretty amazing. You're doing really well.
That's definitely quite an achievement. So we'll start with just 15 minutes today, which means that the hand positions will do about a couple of minutes in each one.
Yeah.
So I'll go through each one in a minute. Again, if at any time you want to stop doing the meditation, so even after a few minutes you're like, okay, I've had enough, just do your Hershey position, and then you can put your legs down, have a stretch, and get up and do whatever you want. So don't feel like you have to force yourself to do this. Just take it at your own pace. You may find that you do get some pain in your legs. That is normal. So it depends on how long you can put up with it. Basically, it's part of the endurance. When you've been doing it for a long time, you'll find that it is less painful. So to start the meditation, there's a few little hand movements as well before we get going. So I'll show you those. We start from the J-in. We're going to lift the hands up when they get level with the head, and turn them over and circle them around. So the hands are pointing forwards in front of your body, and your elbows are kind of tucked in. Now you're going to, if you're a woman, you're going to take your left hand on the inside, right hand for men. So we're just bringing the arms parallel to the ground and to each other. So you should have, the one on the inside now is going to carry on going downwards, and it turns over, so the palm is up, and at the same time you're going to circle this one around so that it comes over the shoulder and points backwards. And then we're going to swap them over. So that one on the top is now going to come on the inside, and it's going to circle all the way down, over the knee, and turn over, and that one circles around and points backwards. Then you're going to take that top hand again on the inside, and then we're going to bring it down, but this time it's just going to stay facing downwards over the knee, and this hand's going to point forwards. And then we're going to do the same thing, swap them over. Top hand is going to go on the inside, circle all the way down, over the knee, and this hand points forwards. And then we're going to bring them back to that parallel position again, top hand on the inside, and then bring them out to the side. You can only see one of my hands. But the arms should be roughly parallel with the ground, about waist height, and slightly forwards. So don't put them too far back, put them a little bit forward, kind of more towards your knee.
Don't forget the lotus palm as well.
And don't forget lotus palm as well, that's right. So keep the hands in that nice, fingers in the nice relaxed position, middle one pointing in. So we'll sit like that for a couple of minutes. And then we'll move on to the next position. So if you're a woman, you're going to bring your right hand under your chin. If you're a man, you're going to bring your left hand under your chin, and the other hand sits just in your lap. And we'll hold that for a couple of minutes, so it's like you've got a column between your hands. And then we'll swap them over. So this top hand's going to circle around a big ball and come under, and the other one's going to turn over and come under the chin. So we'll hold that for a couple of minutes. Then you can circle that top hand all the way around and underneath your bottom hand, and you should find it that you're in the J-in position. So you can just gently rest that on your feet, rest it in your lap. Keep your elbows forward though, don't let them relax back, keep them forward. Keep your back straight as you can as well, so you're sitting up nice and straight. And breathe normally, and try not to think about anything similar to in all of the exercises really. There shouldn't be any mind intent at all. You should just be doing the movements. And I've just moved my books. I will read the preparation for this one from the book because it is very slightly different. So I thought it'd be good to just remember preparation. So if I master these, but sit with legs crossed. Keep the waist and neck upright, tuck the lower jaw in slightly, touch the tip of the tongue to the hard palate, leave a space between the upper and lower teeth and close the lips. Keep the whole body relaxed but not too loose. Gently close the eyes. Compassion should arise in the heart and the facial expression should be peaceful. So,
That's your turn.
excuse me one minute, I should turn the alarm off on my phone. Right, so we'll have a go 15-minute meditation. Like I said, at any time you want to stop, just do Hosha and you can finish. And hopefully this will be lovely and peaceful and relaxing.
Okay.
Okay.
第五套功法，神通加持法，有意无意，应随机起，似空非空，动静无异。预备式，盘腿打坐，身体保持正直，两手结印，两眼微闭。 舌顶上颚，牙齿微微离缝，下颚微收，嘴唇闭上，心生慈悲，面带祥和之意，渐渐入静，似静非定。手起时，心随意动，手随机而行。 两手结印，动作要缓慢圆，双手随着气机而行。打手印的要求是小臂带动大臂。 外柔内刚，两手拉开，把功能打出体外。在两掌下用功力加持。本功法要求能做多长时间就做多长时间。 时间就做多长时间。院长，这是加持柱状神通，要求时间很长，能做多长时间就做多长时间。 双手结印，要求打坐时间长，深度入定。注意，主意识不要完全放松。出定后，双手合十。
go.
So that's it. So that's the exercises. If you need any more information, go to falundafa.org. So you can check you're doing the exercises correctly. You can read more information about the exercises in Falun Gong. You can read the teachings in Zhuang Falun. You can get the exercise music as well there. There's also videos of Master Li teaching in China, which is what Zhuang Falun is based on. So you can also watch them on that website. And there's also a list of local contacts. So if you're not from South West England, not from Devon or Cornwall, you might be able to find a class or a contact nearer to you. And in fact, it's all over the world. So you don't even have to be from England. You can probably find a class somewhere near you in the world. And hopefully, we'll be back to normal again soon, and we'll be able to exercise outside again. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Useful. Yeah, thank you for watching us do the exercises. I hope you joined in, and we'll see you
Next week.
next week with a bit of luck. Take care, everybody. Bye.